If not, just let me know and we'll get it for you. We have Kawaan Short here to answer some questions, so I'll turn it over to you guys to get it started.
Hey, KK, Mike Solarte with Spectrum News 1. Good to see you again, boss. You're a captain of this team this year, as voted on by your players. Can you kind of let us know the emotions that go along with that, and how you plan to lead? Is it by example, by voice, combination? What do you think?
First, I want to give a shout out to them. I'm just playing. I just think it's an honor, man, just to be able to be on the forefront of a bunch of tremendous guys that voted for me, younger guys, older guys, and just everybody in the room, man, just to know that, you know, I'm a guy to come in and try to just lead by example. Now I got to, you know, step up and, you know, say a lot of, you know, encouraging words and bringing everybody along with me. So, yeah, those guys to trust me to, you know, put that forth in effort. And I really appreciate those guys just allowing me to be, you know, a spokesman for, you know, this team.
KK, does it feel weird that you're the only captain left over from last year?
I haven't even thought about it. You just gave me another spec to think about it. But now, you know, every year you got some captains come and go. I'm just happy to be here and you know, to be able to, you know, change over a new leaf to say that what we need to do, what we done last year compared to what we need to do this year.
Hey, KK, it's Elena Getzeman from Charlotte Observer. I was wondering, now you're just a couple of days away from the game, how excited are you that you're actually going to be like back on a football field really playing again after your injury and all that?
It's a blessing just to be able to come back, you know, one of those type of injuries. And, you know, if you'd asked me that about 4 or 5 months ago, it would have been a different answer. But I feel good, man. I came in camp and, you know, just putting my best foot forward and trying to work through the little kinks and getting back into football. And now it's actually here in the next couple of days. So I feel pretty good. I'm blessed to be in this position, and, you know, I just got to take it. I can't take it for granted.
KK, what are your impressions of the Raiders offense, and how do you feel, and what have you seen from your own squad in the past month or so of practices that makes you feel like the run defense will be improved?
Raiders pretty good. They got some good O-linemen up front, guys who got years invested in, you know, and know ins and outs of, you know, what to do in this league. But I feel that our guys up front, we put in the work daily to put ourselves in a position to stop the run and get after the quarterback. So we just got to come out there. We got to start fast and we got to finish. Guys like D. Brown, who's come in every day and, you know, try to put, you know, great work on film, and you guys got Yetur and Brian Burns and Stephen Weatherly. Those guys, man, come in every day and put on their hard hat and work. So, you know, we trigger off each other. The energy is just crazy up front, and we just got to go out there and put it down. And we just got to go out there. And I mean, we've done all the hard work. We just got to go out there and put it on tape.
Hi, KK. Vashti Hurt with Carolina Blitz. I was curious if you have a pregame routine, and if so, does that change given the current circumstances without fans? And then the second part is, how will you generate that energy? Coach said that you guys talked to a sports psychologist, but how will you personally generate the energy without fans?
The routine is gonna be the same. I'll just go out there and get warmed up, and then come back in the locker room and get dressed and you know, listen to my music. As far as getting each other hyped, it's new for all of us. We're gonna go through some kinks. We're gonna find some rough patches, but I think in general, we got guys like Trey and all those guys, man, who just, you know, the energy is just as soon as they walk in the room, and we just got to find a way. You got guys who want to be hyped up, and you got guys who just want to be left alone. So I think in this locker room, we have the opportunity to where, you know, you get yourself hyped, but you also get yourself ready for the game.
Hey, KK, David Newton here. Can you give me an example when y'all talk to the sports psychologist, or the sports psychologist talk to you guys about that, and things that were said that will be helpful when you got on the field to build your own energy?
Dave, I think it's different for every guy in the room. You know, I can't really speak on how Trey get himself hyped. I just think that's just a natural energy. But just for me, what I took from it was just, you know, just finding what makes you happy, what makes you're excited to go. whether it's, you know, who you playing for, the people that surround you, and, you know, what you typically, like she said, what you typically do day in and day out of the game, and, you know, some of the things that you always done since you've been in high school, college, and playing into the league now.
Hey, KK, this is Jonathan Alexander, Charlotte Observer. Hope you're doing well. I'm wondering, is there anything, you know, given that this is such a different type of training camp practices leading up to the game, is there anything that you look back on and that you missed, or something you realized that was, you know, something, I don't know, anything that you missed or something that was a lot different?
As far as what, though? Like, just, you say training camp?
Training camp and practices. I mean, like, what was like the biggest difference, other than, you know, not being able to interact with people and getting closer? What was the biggest difference that stood out?
I think the biggest difference that we had this year when compared to any other years is to how, you know, everybody approached every day to day. You got a lot of young guys, and you think that, you know, the attention to details wouldn't be as sharp as they was. And I think every guy that came in from different teams and from college and, you know, draftees, and I just think they all bought into the process of getting better. And once you see that as an older guy, you understand that, you know, you got a lot of guys that's watching you, but you also got a lot of guys that's trying to, you know, put themselves in that position to be, you know, a starter, to be, you know, ones and twos, and just to take another spot. So that makes everybody work hard, and you see that type of energy in practice where, you know, you got guys who just, you know, like you said, like Trey, like natural energy, and whether you find a role, you stick with it and you make that your purpose, and you come every day, you know, trying to perfect that role that you have.
Okay, Jason Huber with WFMZ. Could you just talk a little bit about how would you assess a guy like Rodney Hudson on the Raiders offensive line, and just some of those guys that they have that makes them such, you know, a good offensive line?
Man, that man's been in the league for 9 years, and you got Richie for what, 15? You know, those guys, you know, it's gonna be a battle. But you know, you put up your own aspect of we good too. So it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be bone on bone, and you know, we got to come out there and we got to eliminate the distractions. We got to eliminate the mistakes, and we got to bring it to them every play. And you know, it's telling D Brown, you know, I played against these guys, you know, since I've been in the league. You know, Hudson, who's been with Kansas City, and then you got Richie, who's been, you know, over the league. And I think he was with the Bucs last. You know, just knowing your opponent, you know, that's just another step of 1% to get better, and just trying to, you know, show D Brown of what these guys do. And, you know, like, you can if you let them take over, they'll take over. So you got to come in and you got to state your ground. So, and just the whole offensive line in general, they're pretty good, but we can definitely get a good jump on them.
All right, guys, we have time for just a couple more before I have to let KK go.
Thank you, Preston. KK, this is Miles Simmons from Panthers.com again. You've mentioned Derek Brown a couple times now. Just how have you seen him grow over the course of the last month or so, and how would you describe your partnership with him?
I like Derek, man. He came in and he wasn't that guy to say, like, I'm a starter, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He came in willing to get better, and you can play with one of those guys. You can play with those guys, and Yetur as well. But Derek, man, just knowing that. I told him, man, it's not a redshirt year, and that's what I've been told, you know, since I was a rookie. We come in, they drafted you because they want you to play. They know you're a key aspect to this team, and what you can do. We're gonna need it now. So just trying to, you know, dish that into him, like, we're gonna need you Sunday. So we're gonna need you to be that, you know, dominant guy that you was in college. Nobody cared what you did then, but like, we need you to bring that same energy, the same plays that you made in college, to bring it to the NFL. So, you know, just trying to get him, you know, just trying to make him feel comfortable.
Hey, KK, it's Kelly Bardick, WCCB. I think it was 5 years ago you guys had the Energy Brothers. I think it was Lou and Dean. Is that something maybe you've talked about again? Just kind of, if you're the captain, right, and you could appoint some new Energy Brothers,
that was just natural. Those guys, man, that was just natural. It wasn't no, you be the energy. Nah, it was natural, and you can just see that, just like how it is with Trey. If there's only one guy, it's Trey. But it was never like, no, you the energy, and we need you. But it's just something that is just natural.
Oh, KK, you're all good. We appreciate you taking the time.
Appreciate that, Preston.
Anything for you.
Thanks.